fam, YouTube gang. I am getting ready to eat. I just got done dropping my daughter off, calling her new daycare, just making sure everything's arranged because she's going to be starting that soon. She's going into pre-K. I know it's not Wednesday, but I was like, oh shoot, I should have worn this yesterday. Oh well. Anyway, it's going to be a busy day. I have to go back to work tomorrow. So I'm trying to like tie up all my loose ends today. I got done a lot of cleaning yesterday, but I feel like I didn't get much else done, if that makes sense. And unpacking. But I need to eat. Hi, Prada. So I'm just going to use up, we have so many paper plates from vacation. I'm just going to use these up. These are little egg muffins I made that turned out really good. The problem is my husband accidentally left some of them out when we were thawing our freezer. He had some freezer issues the other day. And then I had left some out because I thought I'd eat some before we went on vacation. Well, that never happened. So half of them got wasted, which tips me off a little bit, but it happens. What else should I eat? I'm getting hungry. I'll probably eat one of these. I made these like pizza things with Daisy yesterday. And what else do I have here? I have, probably eat some of this. This is a dip I made that I bought at this cute little shop place. Maybe I'll eat the vegetables instead. That way, well, we'll do a little both. We'll do a little something here. And I think I do need to not do intermittent fasting as much. I'm getting out of that. I was like trying that for a little while and I feel like I'm not getting any results from it. Number one. Number two, I think it's not healthy for somebody with ADHD because then I wait till I'm starving and that's not good. Then you go into a food coma, blah, blah, blah. So I'm just trying to be more regular and ADHD. I don't know that the two go together, but. So this is like an assortment of crap that I'm eating. Not crap, but of stuff I am eating for breakfast. Breakfast, lunch, whatever. Brunch. At least it's a brunch. This was really good. Really easy to make. I'll show you guys. I might like order this online because I liked it so much if they sell it online, but I don't know. It's a lobster dip and literally all you need to do is just add mayonnaise, sour cream, and the dip mix. You can do other stuff with it. I just did that. So come eat brunch with me. I have like a list this long of stuff I have to. And I don't know where, but I'm missing one of my headphones for my iPhone. Don't ask me. Alright, I'm trying to figure out what I should drink. Because I'm like, I'm going to be sitting at my desk for some of this. And usually when I have caffeine, if I have too much, it makes it hard to focus. If that makes sense. Ukraine versus Palestine. What kind of question is this? This ain't a political page. Come on, guys. And since when are they at war with each other? Because as far as I know, well, I don't know. I don't follow the news super close. But I thought it was Ukraine versus Russia and Israel versus Palestine, but I could be wrong. How about whoops. How about peace? How about peace? That's what's up. That's what's up. I won't get on my rant about Russia right now, but anyway. Yeah, I feel like that used to be like a big topic, was like peace in the Middle East. And now anymore, it's just like we've given up, or I don't know. I don't know, but that used to be like a big thing when I was growing up. And now I like to put this on my vegetables. Hopefully I warmed them up enough. I don't know. So I think I'm just gonna have some diet soda because I am feeling a little tired, but I want to be like, I gotta focus, so it's a delicate balance, me and caffeine. Thank you for the hearts. So I did get a new car recently. That wasn't really new. It was my husband's, but I'm excited. I gotta clean this baby out. See, my beautiful new SUV. It's a new car that's a used car that we had, but it wasn't mine. Well, now it's mine. Okay, so I'm gonna because the thing, I know I'm gonna get tired after I eat, so I need some. Stop copying my emojis. My daughter got like sand in this thing and I don't know how to get it out. Whatever. Just put it away for now. So I didn't really get to tell you guys about my vacation. Like I started talking about it a little bit, but I didn't really get into all of it. So, oh, somebody is, huh? I don't know. There's a lot of trolls on YouTube. Fortunately, that's how it goes. So, these are just frozen vegetables, and this was just like, I like to make these with Daisy because she likes doing it, but it's like the Pillsbury crescents, and then you put we did pizza sauce, pepperoni, cheese, butter. I have a lot of carrots because my daughter doesn't like carrots, so I picked out the carrots for her. That's pretty good. So, yes, I'm filming while I eat because I don't have a lot of time. Like I said, I've got a lot to do. It's just a Diet Coke. I really like the orange cream Diet Coke that I got. It tastes like a creamsicle. So the first day of the trip, I got done work and then I just came home, showered. I didn't even eat. We just ran to the gas station. Got my goodies. So I love to get like combos when I'm doing a road trip because like, I don't know why, but you can't find them in stores. You can only find them at gas stations. So I got that. And I tried the buffalo cheese, something like that kind, and they were pretty good. All the combos are pretty good, but I especially like the pizza pepperoni one, or the buffalo's good. And Daisy always has to get a slushie when we go to the gas station, so I let her get that. And we went to Sheetz, and I got their appetizer thing. That was good. It's like $6, and you get to pick like 3 different appetizers. Then, oh, and we took his electric car for the first time, which he's had electric cars before, just testing them out, but this is his first one that he bought. And it wasn't bad. So he got a Tesla. It does have a lot of like cool features and stuff like that. The only thing is like, and he was using the self-driving, but there's certain times when it like would hiccup that I was like, oh my gosh. Like one point we came to a 4-way stop and our light was red and the people parallel, their light was red and the car wanted to go. And I'm like, Rick. And he's like, I know. And he stopped the car. There was like a couple of times where it just started turning into like, because we were using its GPS, and a couple times it just would turn into somewhere where we're like, no, like that's not the location. You still have to be alert. You still have to be. I like a small audience. I'm not gonna lie. I just do it for fun because I'm like a extrovert. So I like doing stuff like this and talking about myself and talking like about fun things. So then, yes, you are. So, and I like talking, obviously, and I like having caffeine. This is coffee talk. So, but overall, oh, you're 11. Oh my gosh. Overall, I was impressed with the electric car. Like, I was kind of like, oh my gosh, but it can park itself. It can do all this stuff. The bummer about taking that car on, like, long trips, you have to be able to find charging stations, but they're getting more popular. There's more and more Teslas on the road. And when you charge them, Abilene. Is it Abilene? When you charge them, it's not like gas where you go and you just fill up for 2 minutes. It takes like 20 some minutes. And you have to be conscious. You have to be conscientious, or whatever the word is, of how long you have left, because it charges you by the minute, and if you're fully charged and you keep going, so you have to like stay near your car. Oh, your mom does she like it? I don't know that I would want one, but because me and technology are not friends. Like, we're friends enough, but not Not a tech person. Not really. Oh no. I wonder why that is. I don't. Oh, she wants a Hyundai. Hondas are good. No, I am appreciative of technology, but like, I'm just not a tech person, if that makes sense. Like, and I'm a simple person. I don't know. You live in England. Oh, that's awesome. Well, welcome in England. England has entered the chat. So anyway, that's how I feel about the car. And one, you have to find charging. Two, the charging takes too long in my opinion. Three, there's still some hiccuping. I will say it does drive pretty smooth, but it was making me, like when I had the migraine, maybe I would have gotten sick anyway, but I feel like it was making me more sick. Something about that, like not a real person I don't know. But the older I get, the more car sick I get anyway, so it's hard to tell. What? Dude, that's not something to joke about. Are you joking? Like, okay. Thank you. I didn't really do anything with my hair today. I just have it in a band. But my hair's not really this red, but every time I dye it, the red comes out. Yeah. Like, please. Please don't. Thank you. I usually dye it a little darker. So, like, I don't know if you can see. That's my natural hair color, but thank you. I would like it darker, but I'm getting it done again pretty soon. I could dye it myself, but one, I don't usually do as good of a job, and two, like, I'm getting it done in less than a month again, so I'll probably just wait. Thank you. Yeah, so the worst part of vacation was when I had that migraine, but then most of the food was pretty good that we got, and they have a lot of, like, fair food. I feel like the boardwalk has changed a lot since when I was little. It's more like, reminds me of Vegas anymore. It's like a little more entertainment and like performance art. There was one guy that was like incredible that I guess he used to be on America's Got Talent, and he was breakdancing on the boardwalk. And I tipped him because I thought he did such a good show. Thank you. I know it's not Wednesday, but yes. Like, and what I remember when I was little was more like pizza places, Italian places. Now it's, and like French fries and this and that. Now it's more like funnel food, or not funnel food. A lot of funnel cake, but like fair food now. And even last year, I felt like there was more shops. Now it's a little more, excuse me, like food places and no. No, Mira. How about you do that? Knock yourself out. You must be new here, because I don't do things people like. No. You must be new here, I can tell. So anyway, and then the next day we went, so we did the boardwalk. It was fun. It was fun, but overstimulating. And I think between that, like getting in late the night before, I got a migraine. And so we didn't get to hang out with our friends later because I had to go home and take medicine. Next vacation, hopefully soon. I got to go plan it out today. That's on my list. Abilene, I think so. So, no, we don't usually take this many vacations, but my husband wanted to do all these vacations this year. And I wanted, we're hopefully going to go to Arizona. I just wanted to go to the beach once. I think next year we'll maybe only do 2, but like, I feel like some years we go on vacation only for like a couple days, and then like this year we're going a lot more. Oh, no, I can see it. Who cares about the subscriber number? I mean, it's nice and all, but like, whatever. If you enjoy doing this, just do it. That's fine. And then the next day we got to go to like the beach, and thank you. And we went out to eat. We went out to eat like more than I normally ever do. Thank you. I'm sure we will. I'm just excited to see like all our friends and stuff. That's why I gotta get on it now. Abilene Yates. Okay. Like, this is a huge thing I gotta plan. Plus, my daughter's never flown. Like, well, she flew when she was a baby, but I don't know. Yes. I'm gonna start the process, like buying plane tickets, trying to figure that stuff out today. This dip is a little weird with the Cool Ranch, but this is what I have at home, so this is what I'm eating. A little weird because it's like so much flavor, but You love Cool Ranch? Me too. I love all like the weird flavor Doritos. Yeah, we went grocery shopping. We didn't really eat like, I wound up eating a lot of the groceries we got yesterday because like we wound up eating out more than I thought we would. But that was fun. Like, I like eating out. It's just expensive. But it's not as healthy. But I tried to get like, the one day we went, when my mom came up the last day, and we went to Texas Roadhouse, and I got like their salmon, which was pretty good. True that. If you don't love Doritos, what is going on? When I was younger, I used to like more like the nacho cheese ones. But now, I'd say these. And the Doritos tacos, oh my god. From Taco Bell, get out of here. But they stopped making the Cool Ranch ones that I love. They only have the nacho cheese kind. The last day of our vacation, it got real rainy, which sucks. But I don't know. We've had a really rainy summer overall. We got lucky because most of our vacations this year, it was good weather. But the last day, we went bowling and just like went out to eat a couple times because there was like nothing else we could do. And drank a little bit. Just a little bit. And I did get carded. I was like, are you kidding me? Some people use cheese and steak with Doritos. That sounds good. Are you talking about the sweet chili Doritos? Those are so good too. So we went with like my mom and my stepdad. My daughter bowled. And yeah, I've heard England does rain a lot. Where I live, the state I live in, rains a lot too. Which is why it's so green here, but also like today I was like, maybe we can go to Dutch Wonderland. Finally. But number one, I have a million things to do. And number two, like, no, the weather's terrible. Sometimes it's nice when it rains though, because it gives you an excuse to like stay in, cook, bake, like watch movies. But when it does it all the time, it's like a drag. Especially when you're on vacation. Like, you go there to get out. You know what I mean? But we also did, we did some board games, which that was fun. We played charades with my daughter, who's only 4. And that was interesting. Because some of her, like, motioning or whatever, we're like, what? That's that? Okay. But a lot of times we actually could figure out what she was doing, which is amazing. Yes, or snowy days. Some days snowy days. It was. We rented an Airbnb again, but I liked the first one better. Because the first Airbnb we stayed at, it was in like this really nice community. So they had golf, they had walking trails, they had a really nice pool. They had all these amenities. This time we didn't have, it was just a little beach house. Okay. So we didn't have all that, but I mean, still was like a nice, cute beach house, but I liked the first one. And plus the first one, there was deer there that we could see, and I thought that was cool. And they almost like come up to you. They're not like scared of humans, because I doubt there's that many hunters there, but I don't know. And that Airbnb, they supplied you with a lot of like toiletries, which you don't have to do, and that was just like a nice touch. Plus there was like this nice screened-in porch, and there was a fireplace, and it just felt like very homey, like the homiest Airbnb I've ever been at. And the apartment had like a cool layout, like it flowed very nicely, and the open floor plan, and like just like the perfect layout. And you could sit in the screen and porch and watch the beautiful lake while you're like drinking your coffee in the morning, or like we watched a little bit the thunderstorm from the screened-in porch. It was really nice. And it just felt super safe. The beach house we stayed at this time, it was like right by the highway, and it was a little bit loud. So I liked that first place was more like in this private community and like far away from all like the traffic and stuff. It was very relaxing. Both vacations were relaxing, but it is like, I have no idea how much it costs to stay there, like month to month, probably a lot, but very nice. We did go to Rehoboth Beach this time, and I think I might like Rehoboth the best out of all the Delaware beaches. It's just, I think it's been around longer. There's like more to see and do there, I think. And all the Delaware beaches are nice though, but they have like, they actually do have a little boardwalk there too, which is nice. Plus, Bethany Beach gave me vibes of like a little bit snooty, versus Rehoboth Beach I thought was a little more chill, but not like too wild. A boardwalk is when you go down the beach. Certain beaches have them, not every beach, but it's literally like planks of wood that, you know, that you walk on, like wide planks of wood, and there's all these shops, and like sometimes there's rides, there's arcades, there's street performers, there's all these people walking too, like you could just people watch, and it runs, usually it's like parallel to the ocean, so you have the ocean on one side and the sand and all that, and then on the other side you have like the shops, the performers, like street performers, like musicians and stuff, and like people in costumes, restaurants, ice cream places, all that on one side, and you can just walk up and down. It's great exercise because you don't realize you're exercising. It's fun. It's fun, especially when you have kids too. It's nice because you don't have to drive to, like, you just literally walk, and there's all this stuff you can see, and like a lot of times there's like Ripley's Believe It or Not, and like a haunted house. So it's kind of like the fair, kind of, but like at the beach, kind of. I'm gonna put this away. What surprises me is, like, even when you go away on vacation, you'll meet people from, like, where you're from. And same thing when we lived in Arizona, we would meet people that were like, I'm from Ohio, or like, I don't know. It really is a small world. Even though, like, the United States is a big, big country. So I got these at the grocery store that we went to. These are pretty good. They're like coconut clusters. They do have a lot of calories. I was watching some video that was like, why you might not be losing weight even though you're eating healthy. Apparently nuts have a lot of calories, but I'm still gonna eat them. I'm just not gonna like maybe eat the portions that I have done before. Hi, Sammy. Oh, I'm good. I'm probably gonna get off here soon because I've been on here for like, I guess over 30 minutes now. And I got like a mile-long list of things to do before I go back to work tomorrow. Yes, nuts are usually like pretty healthy. Like it says it has potassium, it's got calcium. It's not high in carbs, so that's why I usually eat them too, because I try to be low carb. So it's like a healthier snack, you know? But obviously, if you're allergic to peanuts or nuts, you can't have, but I'm not. These almost taste like sweet. I've never had these before. They weren't exactly cheap, but when you're down the shore, everything's like expensive at the grocery store, but these are like a good little treat. Could you get? Sammy, could you give a shout out? I know you are, from what I recall, you're quadriplegic and you had a neck injury. Like a very bad, and you're younger from what I remember. And you come my lives a lot, which I appreciate. And you help spread awareness about cervical injuries. I just know I've met people who even just from like, you gotta protect your neck because like things over time can hurt your neck. Even like wearing the stethoscope around your neck too much. I know people have had to have surgeries because of that. Like over time, over years and years of doing it. Which I do wear mine around my neck, but I try not to like do it all the time. That's with anything, like, and your neck is kind of more fragile compared to some other parts of you, so protect your neck as best you can. Hello, Brazil. Are you from Brazil? Anyways, guys, thank you for joining me. Your oh, that's right. C2 complete, ventilator dependent. I need 24/7 care. I don't think many people know about stuff like that, Sammy. Like, my dad needed 24-hour care, and it's hard to explain to people sometimes. Because people are like, why doesn't he just live with you, or what? Like, because I would literally not be able to work, and they don't pay caregivers as much as they should at all. And so I wouldn't be able to afford like this house we live in, or I would be paying somebody I can't afford. Like, I don't think people realize how expensive and how consuming that can be to take care of. You know, people take for granted their health, but I don't think people understand sometimes what that means, like the level of care that means. But his was he had a neurological, so he had a stroke, which that's like, I think it's like the 5th leading cause of disability in America, like long-term disability is stroke. And because your brain controls everything, you know what I mean? So if you have a brain injury or you have a stroke, then you're like, you know, disabled permanently a lot of times. So it affects everything. It affects how you, when you have a stroke, it can affect how you talk, how you walk, how you eat, like your swallowing, like language, all your balance, all that. Your injury was very high, so no voluntary movement. Or feeling below my chin. I can only move my chair with my mouth, and that just breaks me. I'm sorry. That does sounds very challenging. Wow. Yeah, and there's more people out there that are like you, Sammy, than people probably realize. Can I just say I'm glad once she starts this new daycare that I'm not going to be having to drive 30 minutes to and from, although I'll miss my podcast, but like so much easier not doing that. But anyways, I have to be full-time halo brace and a hard neck brace still, which is so hard knowing it's on 20. Oh my gosh. Yeah, my dad's now passed, but he had a leg brace that he always had to have on because one side of him was like paralyzed, but it was paralyzed. And it helped prevent foot drop, which people can get when they're paralyzed. So it helped. But I know that thing was heavy. Hi, Evelyn. I know that thing was heavy, and he would like, pick it up with his one arm that worked. And for those of you who don't know, my dad was a very healthy, I wouldn't say healthy, but he was a very active person before the stroke, and he was a successful entrepreneur. He was literally active like every day, all day, pretty much. And then to go from that to being disabled is really challenging, I think. And Sammy, you might relate to that. And he would also, and because of that, his immune system wasn't as good either. I would say he was immunocompromised because of the stroke. So yeah, what else did we do on vacation? I don't know, but guys, I gotta get off. I'm almost at 45 minutes. But that was kind of like a recap of the main things. Oh, me and my husband, yeah, I don't know. We had a good time. I always think it's a little more stressful though when you go on vacation with other people, even though it's a little more fun going with other people because there's just more to do. But I feel like it also adds stress sometimes to vacations when there's more people too, if that makes sense. But I was glad to be able to spend time with them, and I wish I had time like that all the time to like play games with my daughter, and but usually I'm just so tired and so busy, like I don't know. Oh, we started watching the show. Heel brace is horrible. It's so hard when my nurse transferred me to my wheelchair. But you probably need to go to your wheelchair because even if a body, what do they say? A body in motion stays in motion. Like, you can't just be in one position all the time or you'll get pressure injuries. Plus, I feel like it's just not good. It's just like when towards the end, my dad just like refused to get in his wheelchair, and he never was like that. But when you just don't get out of bed for anybody, I feel like that's not good. Put into brace and you be put into a neck brace with the halo due to my ventilator in my throat. Okay. Yeah, it sounds like it's not an easy transfer, but it sounds like you have to do it though at the same time. But oh, I was gonna say, Sammy, do you watch any good like TV shows and stuff? Usually I don't have time to watch much TV, but on vacation we watched this reality show called Are You My First? And we both thought it was like fairly okay. Although I feel like it was like a 10-episode reality show, and I feel like it could have been shortened down to like 5 episodes. Like, I don't know. What is it with them like stretching out every documentary and every reality show is like 4 episodes too long or something, if that makes sense. And then they just keep like repeating the same thing over and over. Like, we get it. I don't know. But yeah, that's a good show if you guys need show recommendations. Like, that was a decent reality show. I like the concept. Like a different concept for a show. I had it all due to halo brace and my doctors. There don't I. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. But, yeah. Well, it sounds like it was really badly broken. And I don't know your exact situation and all this, but I will say, like, sometimes I've seen like people with the worst brain injuries or something, especially if they're younger. Sometimes they make this one thing I miss about working in neuro is that they make such remarkable recoveries sometimes. And I don't mean they ever get back to how they used to be, but like, for instance, with my dad, it was remarkable. Like, and they said, oh, like I read somewhere, like after 6 months it stops. Like, no, he kept making progress. He was so alive for 17 more years after his stroke. And like, yes, the most progress you'll see is usually in the beginning, but even after 6 months, he kept doing things that I was like, wow. I feel like they need to focus more on that sometimes. Like, But yeah, I mean, I guess it depends, you know. It all depends too. Like my dad was never the person he was before the stroke, but he did do things that I'm like, wow, shocked by. I'm so grateful I did not sustain any head trauma. Well, that's good. That's amazing. My dad had, he did have some brain injury, like, from the stroke, because it was so massive. So he did have some cognition issues, but not, like, he was still alert, but he wasn't, like, who he was before it, but you had a catastrophic neck injury that suffered as my neck broke. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. Well, you just never know. I mean, people always say this, but like, look at Christopher Reeve. Like, you can be, I always think of my dad, but yeah, you can be like fine and healthy. That guy was literally Superman, and then he had, I think he had a neck injury too. I believe it involved his neck. Well, I don't know that my voice is that great, but thank you, Sammy. Yeah, so Sammy, I guess, wears this halo brace, which is like a hard neck. I wouldn't even say hard neck. It's like a type of metal like stabilizing. And it literally, like, you have a halo. To stabilize your neck because you have to have a bad accident to have that, because your neck is not stable enough on its own, basically. And it's probably heavy, because a lot of those metal type of braces are heavy. Anyways, well, good to see you, Sammy. All right, well, if you like this live, don't forget to subscribe and all the things. Thanks for joining me for lunch. And my little caffeine pick-me-up. Okay. And my vacation recap. All that stuff. All right, well, have a good rest of your day, guys. Bye. On Wednesdays, we wear pink. And it's not Wednesday, but...